Wake up, buckaroos. It's time for your freaking daily tier list. I almost got demonetized in 5 seconds in. Hopefully I don't, but yeah, time for the tier list. And this time I want to go back to what I think my first tier list. First or second, it was like a tier list I made, like, the basic tier list everybody does. It's like best characters in the game, all that. And I did that one. That was the first ever tier list or second I ever did. And I want to rechange it, because, yeah. I felt like it, so let's get into it. First of all, before I make this video 50 minutes long, I want to get rid of all the broken picks first that are really obvious that I don't need to explain to. Obviously Ayaka, Ganyu, Hu Tao, Zhongli, Kazuha. Where's Venti? Venti, Xiao. The triple Animo, broken as shit. Am I missing anybody? Oh, Bennett, how could I forget? The Menace to Society. That's Kazuha again. No clue why that's there. These three I will not include, are these two. I don't even know what Sayu does, to be honest. Is that her name, Sayu? Or is that Yao Yao? I think that's Sayu, the assassin ninja girl. Am I missing anybody else? I put Klee up there. Klee's a pretty strong character. Besides that, I think we're ready to go. If you like, these are all pretty self-explanatory, right? Broken. Broken. All really good characters. If you don't have at least one of them, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, buy an account with at least one of these characters. Like, you can find them all. Can I say that? Can I tell you to buy an account? I'm not telling you to buy an account, but if you want to look for one, eBay is a great source. Yeah. Let's see. Albedo, A tier. Can I say anything? He's so basic. I think he's the most boring and forgettable 5-star. He's not, yeah, boring and forgettable. There's something special about him. He's Geo, which is already boring in the first place. Like at least Zhongli's Geo and he's cool. Like, he has that shield and a meteorite. Like, pretty much every Geo character I think is boring. There really isn't anything too special about them. And that's the same for Albedo. I guess he does have an elevator. Yeah, I don't know. A tier. He's a very good character, though. If you pair him up with Double Geo. Aether. I'm just gonna put this as a traveler. I think the traveler's A tier. Like, before the Electro Traveler came out, I would put them in B or C, only because they're so useless, dude. Like, if you're running Animo Traveler, it's because you don't have a good Animo character. It's because you don't have a Kaza, Venti, or Xiao. But even then, like, just use a Sucrose. Use a Sucrose, or if you don't have Gene, yeah, use a Sucrose or Gene. Sucrose is so good. But with the introduction of the Electro, I think the versatility is something that cannot be overlooked. So that's probably why it's A tier. Also, I found a really cool thing. If you change the element, there's like a little flower they have that changes too. That's pretty cool. Is it useful? Absolutely not. But I think it's cool. Amber, D for dog water, because she sucks. Fun fact, I have this Amber main added. I don't know when I added them. They're like AR-57. They have been maining Amber since like day one. That's all. Their main page is like Amber for life or something. They have a level 90 Amber, C6, like R2 Skyward Harp on her. Like, she has like 230 crit chance, or not crit chance, crit damage with like 60% crit chance. The build is busted, but I swear to God, that build does not do. Like, I think a C0 Ganyu, and she probably does more than that. Barbara, I'm gonna put her B for Barbara. Yeah, B for Barbara. I think Barbara sucks. She's not really that good, to be honest. She gets frozen, which I don't really like. Any character that you can get frozen on is so annoying. Like, it just ruins my entire mood. Like, I'm trying to fight something and I get frozen, I just give up. I like close out the game half the time. Bedu. I don't know how to say her name still properly. I think she's B tier. She's a great support. With their burst thing. She works great with the Child Fireworks team, or whoever team. You run double Electro. You can just burst off ults left and right. Pretty good character. We are getting a free one of her, which is cool. I think I'll get mine 5, 6, Constellation 5. I don't even. I think that just upgrades her ultimate or something. Cool, cool. Maybe I'll actually use like the fireworks team since she's not really built up for me. Shang-Yun, Popsicle Man. I think Shang-Yun fell off real bad. In the early stages of the game, I'm talking about like 1.3, 1.4. Shang-Yun was a menace to society, bro. Like he was such a great support with his like ability to just apply constant cryo and just work well with pretty much any physical DPS. Like Superconduct Kaching, that was like a whole thing. Melt the Luke, Melt Jing Ling, like those teams were like popping off. Even Melt Hu Tao when she was there in like 1.3. That was like all the things for Shang-Yun. But with Diona, Rosario, who else? Ayaka now, Ganyu, all these characters, they just outshadow him. Like even Kaya. Kaya's a better cryo player too, since he doesn't like constantly use cryo damage. His ultimate's still pretty decent, but I feel like he really hard fell off. His constellations are decent too. You need like if you get him C6, I think he's pretty viable as a main DPS if you want to go that far. But besides that, he's all right. Diluc. Diluc's pretty infamous now. Infamous. Yeah, that's the right word. Usually the last time I did it, I think I put him in S tier. Cause damn, bro, back then, Diluc was a menace. Like when there was no Kazuha, Zhao. I think Zhao was there. Okay. There's no like Ayaka. Who else? Uela. Yeah, back then. When Diluc was still a menace to society. When people were still hyped about getting Diluc. Now though, people hate this man with a passion. I don't know why. He's such a good character. Or no. He's still a pretty solid, not a good. Maybe I won't go that far. He's still a good character. But he hard fell off. Not fell off. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. He's still good, but he's not these great. These are a different level compared to Diluc. Would I put him? Is he still the best? I put him over Albedo, but not over Geo Traveler or Traveler. Diona, I think she's great support. You want constant cryo? She gives a shield. Constant cryo healing. She's a great support. Through in and out. I think she's second only to Bennett. Bennett and Xingqiu. I think those are the only supports that are better than her. That are 4 stars at the moment. Maybe even Sucrose. Besides that, I can't really say anything. Fischl. I think Fischl's very hit or miss sometimes, For me, I run support Fischl, or I used to run support Fischl with like 4-piece the Thundering Fury. She was pretty good. I ran her in like the Fireworks Shaw team for a while. That didn't work out for me too well because I didn't really have built up Badu, Shield, or Bennett back then. But she's still a pretty good character. Whether you want her as a physical DPS or an electro DPS, I think she's solid. But there's that caveat. If you have her C6, that just levels her up. I think she's 5-star level. If you have like a C6 and built up, but most people probably don't. And I'm gonna put that into a factor just a little bit. So she's only B tier. But if you have her C6, she's probably A tier. Jean, I used to hate on Jean a lot. I really did. But she's super good. That's the thing with like all supports, they usually just stay in the meta. I shouldn't say meta. There really isn't a meta in Genshin. If there's like a PvP game, I could say that, but they always stay in, supports like Venti, who have been here since day one. I can even say Zhongli because he came in at 1.2. Bennett. They've all been here since day one, and they don't really fall off since supports are always there. And main and DPSs kind of fall off unless you're like crazy, like a Zhao. I should put Zhao first because he's probably the best DPS in the game, to be honest. I'm gonna list this how broken they are. I think this is a maybe yeah. I think this is a pretty fair listing. Yeah. Back to my point of support's always been broken. They always stay in the meta, right? Kaya's B. He's good. I don't like him as a character, but as like playing him, he's pretty good. Constant cryo. He's not the best since he's basically there for his ult and passive, which is like pretty good. Not the Kaching, bro. Kaching is honestly more disappointing than I thought. I built my Kaching. She's a level 90 ascended. Level 8 talents, 200% crit damage, 47% crit rate. Level 90 Lion's Roar. And she can't hit over like 15k on a charge. Or maybe not, on like normal attacks. She's been hitting like 7 to 8k on average, which is completely terrible in my opinion, right? I've seen Kaching's hit for like 22k. Her ultimate for me does like 10k at best. I've seen Kaching's hit 20k. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. If you have Kaching C4, obviously she's like she turned really good when she's C4, but if you're not paying for it, you're not getting Kaching C4 any day of the week. Yeah, she's still A tier. Maybe she should even be B, bro. I can't like I honestly would put her D. Is she better than any of these characters in my opinion? She'd be the top of A. I can give you that, or top of B, but I can't put her over any of these characters. Lisa, dude, Lisa sucks. Like if you're still using Lisa, you're doing it for the memes. I swear to God, if you're not, Lisa is not it. She's too like you need constellations on her for it to be like really good viable. Because I know some of her constellations are pretty good. They make her more viable than others. I think that might be C2, where she gets like defense boost when you're like charging up her attack or something. That's a good one. Besides that, nah. Lamini, same thing. Mona. I think I put Mona B tier last time I did it. My opinion has changed intensely. Not only for the fact that we might be getting new costumes for her. But hey, let me calm down. Let me calm down for a second. Like I'm getting too ahead of myself. And like, she does great in all teams. Freeze comp, extreme burst comp. Like if you've ever seen a Hu Tao video, there's a Mona in it. There's literally always a Mona in it. If you see like freeze comps, you know the new Ayaka Mona freeze comp, that's crazy. Ganyu Mona, it's always been there. She's a great support. Great, always do big damage. Ning Wong. She's very heavily dependent on constellations, I think. You definitely need her C2, C1 and C2. I think even C4 for like really good damage. C6 is great and all, but yeah. But base Ningguang sucks. Not even sucks. She doesn't compare to the big DPSs. Yeah, solid DPS. Yeah, I don't know what else I can say. Chi-Chi. You know how I said Albedo was the most forgettable 5-star? He's not the worst. Chi-Chi is so trash. Like I used just like Luke back in the day, people were so excited to get Chi-Chi. He was like, she's a DPS healer. She's going crazy. She'll heal you like a madman. But nowadays, it's bad because you know what? You want characters as a support that can stay on the field the least amount of time as possible, and Chi-Chi is not that, bro. Like she can get you a heal thing, like a healy orb thing, like kind of like Barbara's, and then you have her ultimate which heals you on attack. That's about it. She has the same thing with Jean. When you attack with her, she heals, but Jean's like better, much better. Yeah, I don't know. Chi-Chi's still cool. You know, you got the triple lolly thing going on. Quadra lolly when Sayu comes out, but yeah. Noelle. Would I put Noelle A tier? A good Noelle is A tier. Like, if you actually take the time to build her out, you know, get her geo damage thing up, defense Noelle up. Like, Noelle does good damage. Like, she's probably second or third. I don't know if I put her Albedo over Albedo. I think I would. Honestly, I think I would. I think she's better. She's not better than Zhongli, obviously. But I think she's better than Albedo. That shield is pretty good. So I think it's the second strongest shield in the game. If I'm not mistaken, it might be. I think it's definitely stronger than Diona's and Cheyenne's. Cheyenne Ling, or whatever it is. She's pretty good. She's a healer. She's a DPS. She's a tank. She's literally everything you could want. And just for the versatility, I think I gotta put her in A tier. Razor. There's only one good physical DPS in the game. Maybe two. Rosario is a pretty good one too. That's her. The Big E. That's what I'm gonna call her. Razor's average. I can't put him anywhere else. He's just average. Like he doesn't do the. If it's like electric damage that like from a stand scaled off physical attack, I think he'd be fantastic. Just imagine that. Just like the Jotaro stand coming out, Shing, physical scaling, that would hit crazy. Sadly, it doesn't. But imagine if it did. That would be cool. But nah, he just fell off. I don't know. Most physical DPSs aren't really that good. Sucrose, high A. I put her like yeah. Okay, that's how I put her top of A because she's. I don't know what it is. C6 Sucrose is a menace with that 20% damage boost, like for the element thing. But overall, if you don't have a Venti or Kaza, she's your best option. Really is. Her ultimate's good for infusion. Okay, I guess I just had a relapse moment. I don't even know what happened. Yeah, she's pretty good. Nationals teams, I think that's the best team for her. If you want to hit big numbers, you gotta have a Sucrose on your team, especially if you're running like a Hu Tower, Child Burst. Great characters. Child. Dude, it hurts me to say this, bro. Child sucks ass. He really does. I've used Child since day one when he first released. Like, goddamn, I wish I didn't. If I could have any other character, I wish I had an Ayaka. I wish I had a Kazuha. I would rather take anybody else if I could trade in a character. I wish I had a Klee over this man's Child. Like, he is so constellation locked. If you don't have a C6, he is not a good. Like, he can hit big numbers, but he's a sub DPS at best. Like, he's so bad. Like, you could use him for 8 to 10 seconds. He does good. He does decent damage, but nah. I don't know. I don't like him. I've had him since when he released. I don't know when he came out, like November or something, and we're in August or July. We're so far in. Nah, he's not it. He's an alt bot. You can use him in a freeze comp, but he's not good. Oh god, the menace, dude. There's so many good 4-stars. Let me just do this real quick. I don't know anything about her, but she's probably C tier. She's got so many builds. Cheyenne. Yeah. You gotta build her like DPS and defense and physical at the same time or something. I don't get it. She's weird. Zhangling. She's a great support / DPS, sub DPS. I've used her a lot. Oh my god, she does a lot of damage. I underestimated her the first time I did this tier list. Same thing with Xing Qiu. Both these are. Maybe I should put them in like S. Because they're like the top. Like the 3 best 4-star supports are obviously Bennett, Xing Qiu, and like Zhangling. I think, and they all work together perfectly, right? And let me just look at that. Perfect. These 4 work together in the national team thing. You know that? That's pretty cool. Rosaria, A tier. Great DPS. Yuela. I don't know. I guess this is another forgettable 5-star because I forgot she existed for some time. You know, after the hype died down real quick. You know, after she was done hitting 2 million damage with her ultimate, I don't think I've seen anybody talk about her. I really haven't. I think she came out before the Kazuha banner. And ever since then, I really haven't seen much videos around her. She hits crazy hard. She's physical, so she doesn't proc any elemental things. But, you know, you could say the same thing with Xiao, but Xiao just hits stupid damage. Xiao's been hitting 100k with their ultimate for no damn reason at C0. They be doing that. I don't see her doing that with the reg. She hits like minimum damage, but then her alt burst comes in crazy damage. Yeah. Yennefer, A tier. Can I say anything about her? She's like she's like a worse version of Klee because you have to stay in with her. Actually, like she cannot leave the field or she just loses all her like utility. She's just all DPS. That's that. Yeah, that's the list. You know. Sorry if I haven't been uploading. I was playing Inazuma. You might have heard that came out a few days ago. I cleared out all the quests. But yeah, this to that. This to that. It's the list. If you disagree, I'm sorry. This is just my opinion. I don't mean to offend you. But yeah, that's basically it. See ya.